edition of Around the Valley, somewhere between Lewisburg and Williamsport, the great little town of, there's woods around here, so it's Allenwood.
Allenwood, yes.
We have made it to Purity Candy, and Dave, it smells so sweet.
It does. Purity Candy has been around for over 100 years. We're going to go inside and meet John, the owner, find out a little bit about what they do here, and then I believe we might get to make something. And eat something.
That's like I Love Lucy.
Hey, let's go on in and check out Purity Candy.
Come join us.
WGRC's Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com. Wow, look at this.
I told you that smell. So good.
You must be John.
Yes, I am.
Hi, I'm Dave. Good to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you,
I'm
Dave.
Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Stephanie.
Thanks for having us.
Wow, it smells good in here. It smells like chocolate.
Yes.
Of course, we see a factory, I guess you'd say, back there where they're making it.
It says
right?
the Candy Factory.
It does, it does. Well, I've never been in here before. John, this is a pretty amazing showroom here. I drive by Purity Candy here in Allenwood all the time. It's great to be in here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of the candy shop?
All right. Well, we started business in 1907 in Lewisburg, and we were just in Lewisburg until about 1986, 87. We opened up a store in Williamsport. We outgrew the old place on North 8th Street in Lewisburg, and we moved, bought this place, moved here, moved our production facility here, and then moved our retail location there off of North 8th Street back onto Market Street, which is where it was before the Great Depression. So we've got a lot of history since we've been in business since 1907, and so those kind of things, are the things you read about and hear about from back in the day when I used to work with the people who originally owned it and stuff. So.
And when somebody comes into the store, everything is already packaged in beautiful prepackaged ways that if they're looking for a gift, it is easy to walk up to the table and be like, hey, Dave, look, it's candy corn. I got you a gift.
I would be honored to take the candy corn.
Absolutely you would, but that makes it easy for folks.
Right. Well, I thank you. We have a lot of really good people who work really hard trying to get all this stuff packaged and looking nice. And over the years, we've changed it a little bit, to try to keep up with the times. But we also have, total custom packed stuff. If you come in and you want a certain thing, we can custom pack it, ship it to Oregon, or do whatever you need. So we can take care of you.
I noticed we have a couple of historical pieces here. Why don't we take a look at some of these and explain to us what exactly we are looking at.
Right, so this is an old-fashioned caramel cutter, and this is the machine I started with in 1989 and used it up until, 5 years ago. Wow. And it was a pain in the butt. I mean, they built stuff right back in the day, right? This is an 1800s, whatever. I mean, it weighs like 300 pounds.
Wow.
It's a beast. And we removed the blade that sat here, and so you put your sheet of caramel here, and as you could adjust the thickness of the width of the caramels, and you spin the wheel, and this advances forward, and this goes up and down and chops as it moves, chops, moves, chops, comes out the other side. And then you would take the strips and put them back in the other way, and then run it through again, and then it would make squares this time. It would advance it and go up and do the squares. And so we used to spend on a batch of caramels, 2 people, me and the other candy maker, probably 2.5 hours doing a batch of caramels that way. And then we bought a new machine to us, so when you're in business, as long as we've been in business, new to us, and it was like a 1970s electric caramel machine. And it takes us about, the 2 of us, 8 to 10 minutes to do the same batch.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The same way.
Well, if you ever do try a new product and you need a sampling,
Right.
Stephanie
Taste
and I,
testers.
we are professional
You're
taste
the
testers.
first people that have ever said
I'm
that.
sure we are.
Just like the other thing before, I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking before, but when you said you had driven by here, that every single person that walks through that door is like, we have driven by here for 17 years and we finally decided to come in. And after they do, they tell you, like, this is wonderful. You know,
Yes.
and it's a little, when you're driving up and down Route 15, you look at it, you're like, what is it? You know, it says it's a candy store factory, is a, you know, but everyone is
flags
welcome.
out there.
Everyone is welcome. Come on in, and it's you know, it's a pretty cool place.
I think that I want to have my I Love Lucy moment.
All right.
And we need to get into the factory
Okay.
if that is possible.
Yep.
Wow. This is.
I'm just putting it down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go check
Okay.
out. It is a working factory.
Yep. Make sure you get some bottom or chocolate on it. There you go.
So like
yep.
this.
Good. Done. Yep. Yep. Done.
Whoop.
You just gotta. Yeah. Put it back a little bit farther. Yeah, just there. Press it in. There you go.
One of us is a good pro at this than the other. We can tell just based on how much is already going on the
All right. Now
conveyor
don't get them
belt.
too close together,
Okay.
and they'll start yelling and screaming up there.
Don't want to do that. Okay.
They won't be able to put the decorations on that.
That'll be a true
So-
Lucy moment.
Yeah. So you see here, there's space, and that's space for these guys.
Oh, that's the wrong side.
Look at the spacing. You can tell where we started.
Yeah. She's like, not mine.
She wants it documented. She did not do this one.
So do you count like how like a certain rotation, or you just have a rhythm and you know? Nope, I just have a rhythm.
Actually, I guess we should.
I do
You're not-
too. I do two, and we do peanut butter smoothies also.
Okay.
To try to keep it in the kind of the same line, so you got to do one back here and then catch the other one a little farther up and keep it in a straight line. But that's me. I'm a person of patterns and stuff.
Don't do that. How long have you been doing this job?
Just over a month.
Okay, so she in just a month is an expert already. I think maybe within a year, Dave, if you and I keep at it, we might be up to that level.
We might be.
Maybe.
All right, you want
Okay.
two more?
Two more.
All right, ready? We got it.
You're being watched.
Okay.
There we go.
One of the things about this factory is you're always being watched.
Yay! We did good.
We'll turn it back over to you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So these are our peanut butter swirl ones, which have already been they've already been decorated on the outside.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, so
This could be a very dangerous place.
Oh my word.
and so when that's done, that's like 75 pounds. And we decorate it, put eyes on it,
Wow.
and this is our egg.
Look at
So
that.
when we do the two halves of that and put it together, we decorate the same thing around the middle
Yeah.
with two seams like you saw over there. And this is ends up being 100 pounds.
Holy cow.
Wow.
And so we do it one a year, one of either one, and we usually display it on the marble table over there.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
And then we could put somebody's name on it or whatever. But
Oh, wow.
that's what she was in doing yesterday. She does a
Oh, okay.
great job. And all of our Easter eggs will be hand decorated, and you can, you know, you won't be able to see them today. They'll be all on the website,
So
and they're really neat.
if somebody wanted to order one of those and customize it, they can call here and say for the name on it or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. We do usually have somebody sitting over there during the last week or two of Easter. A lot of people come in and get it all at the Lewisburg store. Janet is usually at the Lewisburg store.
Okay.
And and there and here, and we do free names on eggs. And,
Okay.
It's more of a big deal than you would think it is. People just think it's really neat to customize it like that for their grandkids or their kids or whatever. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, sometimes people get a little carried away with it. You know,
Happy 8th
they have a little
birthday.
right. They
Blah,
have a
blah,
little
blah, blah, blah.
little
We love
number
you.
one peanut butter egg. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, You know, happy Easter to the Stolzfuses from Mark, Gene, Bob, and Ken.
And Fluffy.
You know? And I was like, and you just look at them like 8 letters.
Yeah, 8 characters. So my name wouldn't even fit. That's great.
So another couple minutes and you should be ready. All right.
Okay. Be careful.
All right, you want to show them one more, Janet? You guys watch and the machine goes down one row, full row, and then lets the second one, she lets the nozzle go over on one
I
square.
noticed that. Those are some strong forearms.
After a few, it gets you
After
in
the
the
first
back.
30 or 40,000.
We go through a lot.
But it's like hardly any waste because you're doing it right over the container.
That's crazy. I got it.
All right, why don't you guys grab one right there?
Okay.
All right, let's go, Stephanie.
All right.
Janet has put the pressure on.
Start this way. Okay. Oops.
Hold it closer.
Yeah, up.
Is that
A
better?
little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit. Down a little bit. Yeah, right there. Yeah. We're a little closer than that. Let's don't jam it up against it.
Closer, further.
My word.
Hold on, I'm flipping it. You guys didn't realize what you were getting into. Okay, so I want it like here?
Yeah.
Close?
Kind of. Yep.
Okay.
Not sure it's more difficult, this or the pretzel.
Those were peppermints, Dave.
Pretzels, really hard.
Oh, I
That lady
gotcha.
in there, she,
Oh, I've seen that.
we're trying.
Hey, that second one wasn't terrible.
Look at that, one big giant umbrella.
See, it's perfect.
It takes a little bit. All right, Nate.
Your turn, Dave.
Oh, man.
We'll be able to break them.
Yeah, see? It'll be fine. It's going over to the dumpster.
Alright. I feel like I'm jumping into something.
Right? That's what I felt like. You're too close. You're not close enough. You got
There you go.
this.
Alright.
No, you need to. Wow.
We gotta hold it closer to the.
And you're not near the edge either, Dave. I think I did better.
Alright. I did not.
Flip it. You gotta get the
I'm not
other.
gonna waste it.
No. I did better. Yeah, I did a lot better.
I don't even have enough room to do another run.
That's what I said. You started. Okay. Some
Unless
people,
you only do
some people
two.
can be hot and others can't.
Takes practice.
How did it go?
Oh, wow. There was a clear winner, and it was not you.
And we didn't even try it as a competition.
She won at the pretzel twisting too.
I did.
Give an A for effort, but,
Yep. That's not even an A for effort.
you know. That's tough. There's a tough grading system over here.
I humbly bow to you.
Yes, she is a pro.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna salvage this and get a little something out of it. Oh my
Oh, look,
goodness.
she is. She is.
I told you she was gonna do it. Okay, so she was much closer than what we did.
Oh, yes.
And I don't have the machine turned up either, so it's going fairly slow.
Like, we can pop it so it goes.
Well, thank
Meaning,
you.
you should have been able to do better than
All
that.
right, I read between those lines. Not the ones that Dave put, because there was no lines in there.
I just had a big long line.
Yeah.
I didn't do good at first either.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you for allowing us to attempt it.
good time here.
It's been very sweet.
Been very sweet. And before we wrap up, we found a Stephanie-sized lollipop.
Yes, 25-pound lollipop. I think that if they redo it doesn't necessarily need to be Christmassy colors. They could do it like red and teal and do it for WGRC with
There you
these in
go.
our colors. And, you know, marketing, whatever,
Right.
you know, works.
Well, Purity Candy here in Allenwood. John, thank you so much for showing us around. Thank you for giving us a little bit of history and showing us what it's like to be a candy maker.
Thank you. And if you've been driving by for 30 years and not stopped in, stop in.
It's not difficult to get to, halfway between Lewisburg and Williamsport, and a fantastic, sweet-smelling, and just family-friendly environment. Get a chance to watch some of the things that we got to do, and also walk away with some delicious candies.
Yes, and before we leave, I am going to be doing some shopping.
Same, absolutely. It'll be fun.
We have enjoyed our time here. Do be sure to make a visit to Purity Candy. They'll treat you right. Lots of goodies out front for you to purchase and pick up and treat that special loved one in your life. And while we are here today, we're going to be somewhere else down the road, and we may just see you
Around the valley. All right.
I don't believe you're going to hire us for any candy making, right?
Oh, we're definitely not going to be taking anyone's jobs.